All right. I mean, listen. If no one's got a question, then I think my time is it's gonna be done, right? Okay. I've got someone.
Hi, Coach.
Hello. How we doing?
I'm okay. Thank you so very much for all of your wisdom.
No worries at all. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
I appreciate you. I really do. Every time I listen to you, I learn and I gather more information.
Mm.
It's not that I didn't know, but sometimes you have to get that refresher. And you are really spot on with the way you were talking about hypervigilance.
Mm.
I really appreciate that. I have one question,
Perfect.
and it's just something that one of my friends is going through right now. And
Mm.
she knew that the marriage that she was in was failing maybe like about 5 years ago.
Mm.
And instead of following through with a plan to leave and, put things in order, now his health has started failing.
Right.
So now her role from regular wife has gone to caretaker, and she
Mm.
feels bad about wanting to leave. What do you think? I mean, is this something to consider, or would you just stand back and, you know, as a friend, what is something that you suggest?
Man, do you know what? There's two answers, right? Because I think there's a PC answer. The PC
Mm-hmm.
answer is she should stick it out. She should be a good human being, look after this man, take
Yeah,
care of
she's been doing that long enough.
you know what I mean? Right? That's the
Yeah.
PC answer. The truth
Mm-hmm.
of the matter is, um, I mean, does she have kids with this man? The kids, this man as well.
Oh, the child is an adult married with children.
The reality of the situation is, right? She has to ask herself whether she has the capacity
Mm,
to play that role.
mm.
You know what I'm saying to you? Does she have the capacity to play that role?
It's
And
becoming overwhelming.
I think that's the real actual answer to this question. The real sorry, yes, the real answer to this question is she needs to spend time healing to be able to answer this question appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Because once she starts investing in herself, she may find that she does have energy for this, or she may find she actually does not have the capacity for this.
Hmm. And when you say spend time healing, do you mean not going to visit at the rehab, not going to see how he's doing, and just staying to herself? What do you mean by healing?
I mean, it depends on what's happened. I mean, is it a case of just emotional breakdown of the relationship, or has there been infidelity? Has there been abuse? Has there been what has there been that because that
It's
also
been a little bit
determines.
of all of that through the years, because it's more like over 30 years of marriage.
Mm.
And, five, maybe five, a little bit more, he started becoming very like sarcastic with comments and unfair with decision making, and then just being, you know, ratchet at the mouth, talking to her, not really being kind at all. When she's a very meek person, kind hearted, you know, and people that are visiting is tapping her on the shoulder and saying, "You hear how he's talking to you? Do you see how he's treating you? Why do you stay in that?" Things like that. So, how did this person heal now? Because now he's in a position where he can hardly lift himself, so he's in rehab. So, for her to heal, that means that she has to stop going to see him. What is it? What do you think?
I don't think she has to stop seeing him per se, but the nature of the interaction may need to change and depend on what she's able to do. And the first thing to do is when you're drowning, the first thing to do is to save yourself,
Yeah.
right? Which is why I'm saying to you that the marriage is second, and he
Mm-hmm.
is second, because she could never do anything. If she was drowning, she couldn't save him. So the reality situation, she has to get to a place where she's no longer drowning. That means
Okay.
whether that means you're in therapy, whether that means you're coaching, whether that means you're spending time really just trying to dig into yourself and really understand what you need, and
Mm-hmm.
spending time just really focusing on that. right?
Mm-hmm.
Because for someone to stay in that relationship as long as the person has, they've collected a lot of blows, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of pain. Their
Yeah.
self-esteem will be affected. Their self-worth
Yeah.
is affected.
Yes.
Their how they look at themselves is affected, right? And that needs to be
Absolutely.
restored. And
Yeah.
that can only be restored when we are pouring back into ourselves. So we're actually choosing things that we want to do now, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
beforehand, you probably would have not done those things because you thought to yourself, I have to think about them. But now that isn't here, you have to focus on you. And people are going to call you selfish when you do this. But the reality of the situation is, we are not here in this day and age where we have to reward people with bad behavior with more good
Mm-hmm.
behavior. I am not
Right.
saying I'm a Christian myself.
Yeah,
Listen,
me too. Yeah,
Bible
we are
says
too. She is too.
you know what I mean? So Bible says we should heap hot coals on our enemy. But what I will say is also within that spec, we have to be also aware of what you can actually possibly do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be aware of your actual capacity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying to you? I'm not saying that she has to leave him to spite him. What I'm saying to you is if she hasn't got the capacity to maintain this, then she's
Mm-hmm.
actually damaging herself to keep him afloat.
That's what I said.
So that doesn't work. So she has to choose herself first before she can even think about serving him again.
Okay.
Sick or not sick.
That, that's what I'm saying. Because see, when these things started happening to him physically, at one time she sat in the emergency room for 2 days. Let him stay there for 3. I said, look at the passive aggressive behavior. Now you're making him pay, but passive aggressively. You see what I'm saying? Now you're not really dealing with him, and he's suffering. And it's like you're there watching it happen, and now you have the ability to say he has to, be taken somewhere else to get proper treatment, or just make him sit there, and you're making him sit there. So you're not even healed enough to make a move for yourself, and you're watching the person suffer. That's not good either.
Her life has been suffocated. Yeah, I mean, I think she just needs to spend a bit more time investing in herself. I definitely would say either therapy or a coach, but an active one, someone that's not just going to listen, but actually kind of challenge her on things because she needs
Okay.
to be able to recognize that there's a reason why she was in that relationship in the first place, right? And why the relationship
Mm.
got that bad. Because if you're talking wickedness to me, my first response is to let you know, hey, I don't like when you do that. I want to shut that down immediately. Why is that? Because I've learned that I can't tolerate disrespect and allow it to
Right.
fester, right? So that is what we call boundary. So she may need to go away and learn how to actually hold proper boundaries. That's what I mean by
Okay.
healing. There are
Okay.
components and foundations that need to be learned so that she can really make a decisive choice as well for herself going forward. Because it may get to a point where she's like, oh, I recognize that I can do this. Or if I get to a point where I recognize that, do you know what? You're saying for me, and I'm not gonna feel no guilt about moving forward because I recognize now that I had to choose me.
You're right, Coach. You're right.
Mhm.
I'm going to pass that on information on to her,
No
and
worries.
hopefully I can get her to probably like come on, or either hit you up on your link and
Yeah, tell me if she
talk
wants
with
if
you.
she wants any coaching, just tell her to just either DM me or there's a link in my bio. You can send it to her as well. She can book
I
herself and put
appreciate
herself
that.
call.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Come on, no problem. Blessings.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, that's always a tough one, man. You know what I'm saying to you? And I think for me, I always say this as like, I think sometimes guilt will make people stay when they should be moving. You know what I mean? I can't breathe. I'm drowning. I'm on fire, and we expecting the woman to stick around and be a good human being and look after him.